my channel. I'm Michelle and this is my Woolly Wumpkins channel. Thank you for joining us again. If you haven't already, I'm going to ask you right at the beginning, please do like and subscribe. As you can see, my subscription numbers have gone through the roof, which I'm amazed at, and I thank every single one of you for not just watching but showing me that you like what you're watching as well. Now, you're used to seeing me either giving tutorials or telling you about my knitting projects. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. You may have noticed my beautiful assistant.
Me! Hey, mummy!
This is my mum, and today we're going to have a little chat with my mum, and my mum's been through a few things lately, so we thought that we'd share them with you all, because we're sure that there are lots of you out there who are going through similar things, if not the same thing. So we just thought we'd share our experiences with you. So I'm going to hand you over to my mum now, because she is going to tell you a few things.
I didn't really want it to hand it all over to me. But what I will say is, I've got my eyebrows on today. Can you see my eyebrows?
I can.
I put my eyebrows on especially. I don't know if there might be one up there and one down there, because without my glasses I can't see to put them on. But I went to Maggie's a few weeks back, which is next to the Velindre Hospital, and they give me an amazing tutorial on how to put makeup on, give myself eyelashes, eyebrows, and make myself look very beautiful. And they give me an amazing goodie bag as well, so thank you, Maggie's, for that.
But do you want to tell them why you were visiting Maggie's? Why
yeah,
that was even presented to you as an option?
Yeah, well, back in July I had a mammogram, and on the mammogram it was picked up that I had breast cancer, and it was called a HER2 positive breast cancer, which I'd never heard of before, but apparently it's a rare kind and it's quite an aggressive kind. And that was in July, and within 4 weeks I was having chemotherapy, which was it happened really quick. So girls, just a little reminder, none of us like having mammograms, but it very possibly could have saved my life. So here's hoping. So I started my chemotherapy. Within, on the second chemo, I would say I started losing my hair, which in itself is an ordeal. It's a massive psychological ordeal. And I thought, right, there's nothing nice about having cancer. Anybody that knows anybody, or anybody that has been through cancer, will know there's no positives in having cancer. There's nothing nice in having chemo, other than obviously it could save your life. But you can have an awful lot of fun with wigs, and that's what I've decided to do, is have fun with my wigs and with my hats. But what I found, the very first thing I found when I had chemo, was I was freezing. I really felt the cold. So with the chemo, and also with losing my hair, I was just cold all the time. And anybody, let's get my bag a sec, anybody that knows me will know that before I was diagnosed with cancer, I just didn't go out without one of these, because
Even in the winter.
yeah, I could be in a meeting and I'd be fanning myself. I could be in somebody's house and they got the heating on, I'd go fanning myself. So I would always carry a fan with me, but now that fan stays in my bag. I don't need it. But my very kind daughter here, who is a whiz with her knitting needles and crochet hook, she thought she'd surprise me with a beautiful shawl, which you all might have seen on the pictures that I know she's got on her website, and it's beautiful. She'd done the colours that she knows I love, which are autumn colours. So she made me a shawl.
This is the Stephen West Knit Along for 2022.
Which I think is absolutely beautiful, and the more I look at it, the more detail I see in it, and it's lovely. And she also made me a beautiful hat.
This is a woolly worm head pattern called In Circle.
She made me gloves as well, which are in the bag. So now I'm like toast, and it's lovely. It's lovely to be warm. So sometimes I'm sitting here, I'm watching the telly, the heating's on full blast, and I'm warm because I got my things off my lovely daughter, which is lovely. I've never had so many shawls and hats in all my life as I have now, but she's a whiz on the old needles.
And another reason why they keep Mum so warm is because they're made out of pure wool.
Yeah.
The gloves are made with blue-faced Leicester with the Donegal nep, and the shawl is made with a merino. Both of those blends are not blends; they're actual pure wools. They are outstanding for warmth and resilience and good ventilation, because you never find yourself overheating.
No, they're lovely, really, really lovely and warm. And you know, if you just feel like stroking a pet, you can stroke the sheep. And they don't bite or anything, so you know, it's really nice. But I have to say, I actually have my chemo every week, which is it's quite hard going, and I isolate myself quite a bit because obviously I don't want to pick anything up because it affects the immune system. Just getting over COVID as well, so for me, there's only so much television you can watch, there's only so much studying you can do, there's only so much reading you can do. So I'm a person that haven't picked up a pair of knitting needles or a crochet hook in over 40 years. I used to knit
Since
for,
I was a baby.
I used to knit for you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Knit for you and the boys and crochet for you. I don't think the boys would have appreciated a crochet top. But I was looking through Michelle's website one day, and
My YouTube channel, wasn't it?
oh, YouTube, yeah. And I saw this blanket, the mitered blanket, I think it's called, 3D mitered blanket.
Yeah.
And oh, that's beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I didn't think I would be able to make it. But I chatted to you about it, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I said, I'll have a go at making it, but I need to have the fattest wool and the fattest crochet hook because it needs to grow fast, because I'm one that needs to, when I start something, I've got to finish it.
I'm going to pause you, Mum, because I've just noticed the sun has moved and you're in the shadows.
All
so
right.
I'm sure they want to see your lovely face. Okay. I'm going to just change the lighting.
Yeah.
Biggest wool, fattest needles.
Yeah, fattest needles, and it took me a couple of weeks to start, because
She hummed and ahed for a while.
I did. You sourced the wool for me. You got it from a supplier that you knew anyway.
Yeah.
And so you knew it was going to be
the right stuff.
My plan was to take it to hospital visits because you're in a hospital for quite a while. And I got 2 hospital visits a week, but when I saw the size, I haven't got it here now, I don't think. When I saw the size of the balls of wool, I realised, I think it was quite a bit bigger than that, wasn't it? I'd made
twice
for.
the size. I'll put a picture up so they can see how big it was.
I can't actually be carrying that around with me.
Scooch over here, Mum, because that sun is messing with your...
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
It's just your face is in the shadow. This way.
Oh, right, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. So anyway, I made a start, and I chose my colours.
Yeah.
Mustard, green and grey. Again, nice autumn colours, mostly. And I can show you, I've made bigger squares than Michelle made, because I need to get it finished fast. So that's my squares. I've done 4 so far. I'm on my 5th, actually. And then I'm going to...
Up by here, the others are.
I leave them out so that they're there.
And it goes nice with the wallpaper.
And so when I finish my squares, I've got 6 to do all together. We've decided I've got enough wool for 6. And then Michelle will show me then, or on the tutorial, it'll show me how to put them together. So that's my project at the moment, which I really surprised myself.
And she surprised me.
Yeah, because you thought I'd never start it, really.
I honestly thought you'd start it and I'd have to finish it for you.
Right. Yeah, that offer was on the table, I've got to be honest. She did say, make a start, and if you get stuck, I'll finish it for you. But that's, in my world, that's never going to happen. If I start something, I got to finish it.
Yeah. Is this the hat that you started and you didn't put it down till you stopped?
Yeah.
Right, let's show everybody this.
Yeah. I don't know.
You need to show them how you were when you were...
I I did. I gotta be careful now. I don't pull my wig off.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
There we are. So this one I did before I was ill. Michelle, for a few of our friends.
Yeah, so I was going to say Mum was supporting me in something that I was doing.
For a few of our friends, she'd have what did you call it? A craft afternoon, and you know, it's really well supported. You have about 12 of your friends round, and I thought, oh, I got to support her, but it means I got to do some knitting. I
don't want to do knitting.
And she did say, Mum, do a scarf, and I said, oh, Michelle, I can't cope with it. And she said, you will cope with it. Do a scarf. It's nice and easy. So initially, I did a scarf, but I started the scarf.
Wasn't it?
The scarf first of all.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, it might have been a cowl. And I started it, and it didn't. When I watch Michelle knitting, she's in the van. She's not driving, obviously, when she's knitting. She would if she could. But her knitting, wherever she visits, wherever she goes, she's got her knitting. It's always with her. Genuinely, it is. But with me, I don't enjoy it. So I was knitting, I was thinking, I got to get this finished. And I finished it in hours.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm not doing it anymore because I didn't enjoy that. But then I thought, well, maybe if I did something with a bit of a break in the pattern and the colour. And so I did this hat, which I'm quite pleased with, actually. It came out okay. Is that on properly?
Yes.
Yeah. So it came out okay.
It goes with the gloves. See, you've always had the thing for autumn colours.
Yeah. But I didn't enjoy doing it. I've got to be honest. I didn't enjoy doing it. And I think I stopped going to the craft classes.
I was like, just come and make the tea and coffee, Mum.
Can I do something
You're putting
else?
people off with your grunts.
But I have to say, I'm really enjoying doing this. I really am. Because it's quick, and because I use a nice big fat crochet hook. I don't know the sizes.
Oh, it's size 10.
10.
UK
Nice
10.
thick wool. And I can do, you know, one of those in an evening. Which I don't know if that's good going, but it's good going for me.
It's good going for you, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good going because the fact that you can put it down and you still will start it again.
Yeah.
Without having them.
Yeah. I haven't huffed a puff.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
That's it. It's been amazing.
I've really surprised myself. And in fact, as I'm doing that, I'm thinking, oh, what can I do next? Having said that, by the time I'm well and out and about again, that's going on the back burner, definitely. But I'm expecting to be, I've got 3 more chemos. I had to miss 2 because I've had COVID, which was really, I need to get my chemo out the way. Then I got a 5-week break. Then I've got an operation. Then I've got radiotherapy. Then when I'm back out and about, it's bye-bye crochet hook for a while because I've got things to do. I got another life to live.
Yeah. Right then, so what I think we should do is show people how versatile, because some of you will be first time wig wearers, and Mum got her this wig here is the professional one. It's the one,
it's my best one.
They send you. I'm not sure. I don't remember the name of the hair studio.
Was it Inspirations? Is it? Where was I? Was it Coyd Ely?
No, it's the one before Bridget Pencoid.
Pencoid. I knew I had a Coyd in it.
Yeah. But the person there was lovely.
Oh, he was brilliant. Yeah.
He tried on every wig until you were happy.
Yeah.
And although it's a bit fluffed up now because Mum's put her. I called you Nan then because I got the kids with me usually. It's just so natural. That's the point I wanted to get across. But also, you carry on. You got the one wig.
Right, this is my good wig, which I wanted a decent one, which I can do quite a bit with it actually, and it does look, when I've faffed with it, it looks quite natural. But I wanted a load of different wigs to have fun with, so I got a load of cheapy wigs. The ones I got from Amazon are quite good actually, but the ones I got from eBay are rubbish. Honestly, they're rubbish. You can see a big plastic parting down the middle.
Should we show them?
Yeah. But what I've realised is, with a hat on, they look okay. So every time the kids phone me, or the grandkids phone me, they don't know what they're going to see, because I'll have a different wig on, a different hat on. Sometimes they just see a bald me, depending on which one of it is, which one of them it is. Yeah.
And sometimes if they use my phone to phone my mum,
they have the shock of their lives.
Because mum's expecting it to be me and it's not. It's one of the kids.
Because it's only Michelle and Nathan really have seen me without my wig.
Yeah.
So if I see Michelle's name, I'm assuming Michelle's going to phone me, but sometimes it's been the kids love them, and they have had a little bit of a shock, haven't they? Yeah. To see a bald nanny.
Yeah. But it's the reality. So, you know, and I think it helps them to cope better with what's going on.
Yeah.
To see the reality of it.
Yeah. But
that's the least work.
Yes, yeah. Well, I can't undo that. They've seen it. I can't help them to unsee that. They see it. It just reminds me of their dad.
Yeah.
We look like right side Fred. Me and Nathan mum are sitting next to each other.
And if my husband was here now, he'd be fighting my mum for the wigs.
Yeah.
He loves the wigs.
Yeah. So I've got lots of different wigs, but I had to get this one. This looks... I'm going to try them on in a minute and put hats on with them. But this one, we've got a lot of gingers in our family. And I had to get this one in homage to the gingers in the family. And Nathan likes to nick them now and again as a joke, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, there we are.
And it brings back memories of when he did have hair.
When he did have hair, yeah. Yeah.
So are you going to put the different ones
Yeah,
on?
I'll give them a try now.
We'll just press stop and we'll be right back with you. So, I don't know if you folks enjoyed it, but we did.
We had fun, didn't we?
We did. And we had a nice cup of tea as well from Dad. Thanks, Dad. So, it's not a nice subject to have cancer, is it? But Mum is, if anything, she is probably the most positive person I know.
Oh,
That's probably where I get my streak of positivity from. And she refuses to give in to negativity. So often myself, Mum and some of our friends will be on a Zoom meeting together, and you'll be looking down writing and you look up and she's changed her wig again, or you look down and you look up, oh, she's got a different hat on. So she's determined to help those of us who love her and worry about her. She is determined to help us to be positive along with her. So, thank you, Mum.
And you are very supportive.
Yeah.
And my circle of friends are very supportive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm just pausing now because my brain's
Brain fog.
Brain fog.
Yeah.
So, where do we go from here? So, now Mum's introduced herself to you, we're going to keep you informed of how it goes, because I know a lot of you already asked, because I did a video in the recent past mentioning my mum, but my mum wasn't in there. So we're going to keep you informed, because hopefully it'll be good news. We're all hoping for good news, and Mum is doing absolutely everything she can.
Mm-hmm.
And also I'm going to be meeting with Rachel from Maggie's of Cardiff. And Maggie's is a charity that supports people like my mum in any way that they can. So Mum has received their support by having this makeup tutorial, which was specifically for patients who've lost their hair and have got sensitive skin due to the chemotherapy. And it really has, what's the word? It's enhanced things, hasn't it? It has helped you
Yeah.
just to think about that? You wouldn't have thought about it before.
Yeah, well, yeah, because obviously you haven't got eyebrows. Eyebrows frame your face, don't it? So I can't always be bothered give myself eyebrows and eyelashes, but you know, if I'm going out, or we're not going out, I don't mean out to the hospital,
Yeah.
or sometimes if I'm going on Zoom, I do it. But it's a lovely little drop-in centre as well, and we were made to feel very welcome, weren't we? And
We were.
you get invited in and welcomed in, and we had a nice coffee, and they offered cake and biscuits and stuff. So it's lovely, and you can just go down for anybody that feels the need to talk about what they're going through, or their worries or concerns. There are people there that you can talk to and confide in, if you feel, you know, you need to do that.
Yeah.
But they're very welcoming,
Yeah.
aren't they?
And they're specifically trained to be able to assist both those with cancer and those who love those with cancer. But as I said, I'm going to meet with Rachel, and she's the chief fundraiser for Maggie's, and we're going to come together and we're going to do some sort of knitting project where you can get the pattern. You can either get the pattern and get someone you know to knit for Maggie's, or you can knit for yourself or whatever, but I'll keep you better informed of that after I've met with Rachel on Wednesday.
Will it be a charge for that pattern?
That's still to be decided.
Right.
There may be a charge for it, but if there is a charge, all profits will go to Maggie's.
Right, that's nice.
So it's just a little way to help them, because they have helped you.
Yeah.
You know, even with that one visit.
Yeah.
It was just a lovely break from everything that you're going through.
And it was nice to meet other people who were going through the same. Because I said earlier I'd never heard of HER2 positive cancer, but I met with a lady. She was sitting next to me, and she had exactly the same cancer. So it was nice to have a chat with her as well, because she'd never heard of it before either.
Yeah.
So it's like-minded people. But you were made to feel very welcome as well.
I was, yeah.
Even though you were down there to support me, you were made to feel really welcome.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
And well, to be fair, so far everyone I've met within the cancer medical team, they've been lovely.
Yeah.
But they were different, weren't they? Because they're not there in a medical facility. They're there in a personal facility.
Yeah, personal support.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that. I know lots of my followers will help out with that, because you love to help others and you love to knit. If you can help others whilst knitting, what better thing is there?
Yeah, I can just imagine if they're all like you, they're going to be knitting away. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when you love knitting, you can't help but love what you're knitting, and I'm sure a little bit of that love goes in your knitting.
Oh yeah.
It did for you anyway with your shawl, and I keep you cutched up nice and.
Well, it actually says
safe
love
inside.
on it, you know. She's knitted it into the pattern.
I have, along with some of my hair. That was accidental though. Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for staying with us so long. All that fun, Mum. I'm tired now.
You're exhausted, are you?
Yeah. So I'm guessing you are as well. So we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, lovely.
And I'll say thank you to you all for joining us and watching through. And if you've got any comments, we'd love to hear them. If you just comment below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And until next time, we say goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.